Welcome, Hoarders. Today we're going to be playing some more Grand Theft Auto 5, and this testing Tuesday we're going to be testing the Weeny Issi Classic. They just added this recently. It's based on like an older 60s and 70s Mini Cooper, which I love this car. It is from one of my absolute favorite movies, The Italian Job. I've never watched the original, but I know that they use the older one, like this type, in the older Italian Job. But in the newer one, the one, I don't remember the girl in the movie, like the name of the girl in the movie, but she had one that looked like this, like an older one. It was like her daily driver. But I do really, really like this car. It doesn't honestly matter to me if it's fast or not. Because I'm the type of person that I like the cars for what the car is, not for, like, oh, as long as it's fast, I like it. No, I don't go for that. You can have the roof the way I have it. I would recommend having the roof color. If you're gonna have stripes, have the roof color the same color as the stripes, but make sure it's under the metallic option so they blend together better. At night, if I pull under here, you'll be able to see it easier. The stripes don't exactly match the same color as the roof because you can't get them to. It's kind of dumb, but they are very close right now. One of the things I really like, let's pull down here. Yes, it already is maxed out. I have all the normal stuff that you would get on these. Listen to it start up. I love that sound. I didn't see about vehicle doors. Okay, cool. I like how the back opens. The engine. Come on, you bitch. Looks about normal to me. It's obviously 4-cylinder. Nothing real special. No, like, oh shit, there's a huge ass fucking air filter. That's pretty big for an engine like this. Nothing too awesome about it. I need to shut everything now. Why am I going down the, okay. What else is there about this? It is front wheel drive, obviously, because the engine was sideways. Put the mud flaps on it. You could get a lot of different weird exhaust for this that I wasn't a huge fan of. Acceleration on this isn't great. The top end seems pretty good for what it is, like for what the vehicle is. Little small 4-cylinder engine. It has an it has an oversteer problem. I'm assuming because it's a full steel body, if they have like it weighed out properly, it can oversteer quite a bit, but at the same time the back can grab on again pretty quick. You get used to it. Like, I would be doing a lot worse right now if I wasn't really used to driving it yet. I haven't really driven it that much, but they did add this series that I highly recommend if you buy the car, because it gives you a good advantage over the other people. You can go over staircases fairly easy with this too, but they can't be something like this if you're going quick. Come on, Sally. You can do it. You can do it. To be fair, these are way bigger than any staircases I would actually attempt. Like, if I was doing that game mode. You could definitely go down them easy, mostly because the vehicle's a lot skinnier, so it can go in a lot of places that most other vehicles can't go. I think the what is it, the Fagaloa that I tested earlier, like a couple episodes back, I'm sure that could do just about everything this can do, as of like space-wise, because it's a very small car. It's just a little longer than this. Tires, yes, are very small. It is under the compact category, like you'd expect. Interior, I'll show you that. It's a lot of woody type stuff. I'm trying to think of other stuff. This has a surprising amount of modifications that you can do to it, and you also get to keep the British license plate on the front. If I can properly show that. It, on that, that mode that they added, I think it was called the Vespucci job. If you have the car maxed out and you're a good driver, you're basically guaranteed to win that if you are the first person, like if you're starting as the driver. You always want to start as the driver because you have an advantage over everyone else because you've gone first. I played one game of it and I won 3 rounds before everyone else, but I also never played the game without having the personal car. So I did have a pretty good advantage over them. I haven't, let me turn this around, I haven't taken this off-road. I probably should. I'm trying to think other things with this. Oh my god! Okay, that was some understeer that time. It feels kind of good on the dirt right now. It doesn't have a tremendous amount of grip though, which is a problem. And it's also obviously very light. But you can do some pretty quick maneuvers to get away from people. It's kind of hard to get away from people in a regular lobby with, you know, Deluxos and stuff like that. But I highly recommend the car. But can't really think of anything else about this. So let's head on over to the test track and see what we can get with this. Honestly, I'm just trying to figure out in my head if this car will be faster than the standard Issi or not. But we're gonna find out. One thing I did forget to mention, the headlight or the fog lights don't work, and the white around my headlights, that goes along with the secondary color, which is the roof color. So depending on what you want to do, that's your choice. Just as a heads up in case someone was like trying to figure that out and they didn't know what was going on. I kind of feel like the trunk on this should open the other way, but it doesn't. It opens like the older Fiats. Hey, maybe it was a common thing. Brake, go around, don't lose too much. Keep her going. Shift, there you go. She doesn't like to shift. Seems like this thing has a pretty shitty gearbox. And we're already maxed out. Gotta slow down, because last time I tried this, it oversteered way too much around the one turn. I pushed it a little farther than I should have, and I knew I shouldn't have done it. But we're getting her good this time, I know we are. Okay. This one, we can floor it the whole way through. The second one, I have to line up a lot better than I did last time. There we go, that's a lot better. Last time I drifted pretty much around the whole corner because I took a bad racing line and it made it too sharp of a turn to go full speed through that. The only thing that's good about cars getting bad times is it means there's less editing for me, because I have to manually go through and get... Come on, go! I have to manually go through and edit for my racing time charts, like the leaderboards, and edit all of those and move all the times around, but I think this is going to do fairly good. Not if I keep doing that. That wasn't bad, though. That was that oversteer that you're going to have everywhere. Okay, we got 2 minutes, 45.704 seconds. I don't think that's a very good time. That's probably going to come in probably top 70, if I had to estimate. So, let's go on over to leaderboard and see where we placed. As you can see, the Issi Weeny Classic finished in 81st place with 2 minutes 45.704 seconds. I don't know why I put an emphasis on 7 like that, but I did. It is a very slow car. It finished 11 places past where I thought it was actually going to place, but it's not that fast. The problem with this vehicle is top speed, but it's kind of a good thing, because if it went faster, you'd be killing everything. It's just so squirrely in some senses that it makes it somewhat dangerous, because that oversteer can get really bad if you're pushing it a little too far. But it's still a fun car that I do highly recommend if you like Mini Coopers. I will probably be keeping both this one and the blue one that I tested a while back, which is just like the newer version. It's like a 2006 version or something like that. But I am going to be keeping both. But let's now head on over to the drag track and see what we can get with it on there. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. Love that exhaust. See if I can get wheel spin. Oh yeah. She got all sorts of wheel spin. Try to line that up right. See, it gets so... It gets to top speed really quick. But usually with vehicles like this, that's because the top speed's not very high. I think this only hits like 100. Okay, we finished with 30.898 seconds, so it's basically 31 seconds. But let's head on over to leaderboard and see where we placed. As you can see, the Weeny Classic finished in 76th place with 30.898 seconds. Again on the last page with a fairly bad time. We do know for sure now that the Weeny Classic is worse than the standard Weeny, which is a sentence I thought I would never have to say in my entire life. But it is a very slow car. To be on the last page, to be fair, pretty much any vehicle past. Why can't I talk anymore? Any vehicle past probably 60th place, that's when you get into the much slower vehicles. I still like it regardless of how slow or fast it is. I am going to keep the classic one. I might keep and I might sell the standard version. I kind of wish that they would have also made a topless version of this, or like a, you know what I mean, like there is the standard version where it's convertible. But I don't really have much more to add to this. I do like the car though. Please post in the comments down below a vehicle that you'd like to see me test in the next episode, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. And if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to watch one of my previous, next, and related videos, and don't forget to check out my other social medias in the description down below.